Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Worldwide History, and Happy New Year. Now, today I'd like to talk about this neat vintage toaster. This is from probably around the 1930s. It has a very amazing design on it. Now, of course, I'm going to bring the camera a bit closer. Just going to tilt it a bit. And it has this neat design on it. What's also neat about it is it creates this effect where if you shine a flashlight at it, see, it looks like bolts of electricity are going around. See, now this piece, obviously, like I said, is from about the 1930s, and that's what makes it really neat. The design on this is just very amazing. Now, at the top, we see this other design too, this little ridge design on the side. It's kind of hard to see, but tilt this a bit. You also see this design right here. Now, basically this toaster, I'm just going to tilt it one more time. This toaster has two faces, and each of these two sides has a door on it where the toast would be put in. And so here's the first, I guess you could call it face or side. Here's the other side. Right here we have, one of the sides of the frame, which has this streamlined design. And the other side also has that same design. The only difference is these two prongs. These two prongs are basically what you would connect the cord to. As an example, you would connect the cord, this piece right here. This is the part of the cord where you connect it into the toaster. And voila, see? But for most of this video, I'm going to take that out. The thing about this cord, now I'm going to put this aside for a second. The thing about this cord is this is a bit of a fire hazard because it's a cloth cord. And back then, cloth cords were fairly common in household electronics. And this is just, it was dangerous. I mean, you had a cord with almost bare wire that was exposed to electricity. How much more dangerous can that get? How much more dangerous can you get with, old electronics? But this toaster, not just the cord, but the entire toaster itself was a big fire hazard. And I'm going to explain basically how this thing works and some of the problems, because these old toasters have a lot of problems and they shouldn't be used. I'm warning you. If you try to use this, you'll burn your house down. So how does this thing work? Well, this model right here has two strips of what appear to be kind of translucent film. And I'm going to put this down a bit. Now you look closely, I'm going to shine my light right here. You'll see this little ring, this little metal ring. And that's because these two strips, they're not just two strips, they're actually connected by... Alright, so these two strips aren't just strips, they're actually made up of three pieces. As you can see, 3 pieces. And these pieces are connected and held together by these little rings, which, here, I'll get this light. These little rings right here, see? See my fingers, the shadow of my finger. And that's basically how this thing's held together, except right here, this one of the rings had came out, which I didn't notice until I took a better look at this thing. Now, these strips, what they have is the strips have a long metal wire, and the wire goes around the first strip, then goes, as you can see this piece right here, goes all the way to the next one, goes around this one, and then ends. Never mind. Then it goes right back here, down here, then goes right there. It's kind of like a loop. So yeah, it starts right down there, goes around each of these, and then goes right back down there. It's a loop, which I didn't actually notice. I'm gonna admit, I didn't notice it till now. Now here's an interesting thing about the toaster. You see these two prongs where the cord would be attached? Well, I'm gonna take this out again. These two prongs, the other side of them, this is what it looks like. You see the two prongs are held onto the thing by two bolts. And these bolts have the wires that are part of the heating element. That's what this thing is called. They have the wires that are wrapped around the heating element, which are used to heat the toast. Well, at this point, it's bread, but what will become the toast. And as you can see, it's a simple mechanism. There's no real advanced thought other than, this. Like, there's nothing really complicated. You see, how this works is you plug the cord in, you plug this into a wall. The electricity comes from the outlet through the cord and to this piece where it goes to the prongs, and that goes to the other side, which heats up these coils, this metal wire, which heats up the element, which heats up the toast. And, well, at this point, like I said, bread, and turns it into toast. Now, here's these bars. Why are these bars here? Well, obviously, they're meant to keep the toast from falling, into the rest of the thing, because there's a lot of empty space in here. So basically, they just want the toast to, it put them there to keep the toast from falling and getting burnt, and then it's hard to get the toast out because you gotta wait for a while till the element cools down. Then you gotta get the burnt toast. So yeah. Now the thing about this toaster is, if I close this, see, that's what happens. The reason why this happens is because these wires, they're these bars, I guess you could call them, are actually one long strip of metal. Each of these are one. As you can see, there's two sides. Alright, as you can see, there are two sets, but they're actually but each of these are one long strip of wire, I guess you could say, or metal. If we were to remove the top, then we would see that this is actually, each of these are one long thing, and they are slid into place, and, voila. And you can remove them if you take the top off. Another thing, the thing about this toaster is if you left it unattended, you'd either burn the toast, or you wouldn't just burn the toast, but you also cause a fire. And another problem was, and this is where you set the toast, and if you look right here, this is a bit of a burnt spot. But another problem was, you had to, once one side was done, you opened it up, you took the toast, flipped it over, and then cooked it again. This toaster, its original design for a toaster, had a lot of problems. And it wasn't a really good idea. I mean, it was revolutionary for its time. But I mean, seriously, I think there's a better way of doing it. Now, another thing about this cord. If you look closely, you'll see this really neat design on this piece of the cord that will connect into the toaster. And I love the design on this. I'm just going to shine a light on it. It's really neat, the design on this. Really neat. They put a lot of thought and effort into the design of this. It's not just a toaster. It's a neat thing to have around the house. I don't know if these little knobs, which are little bits at the end of the doors, if these are made of wood, because they feel like wood. That can't be good. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Happy New Year. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you for all you people who subscribed. Ring that little bell, join our notification squad. Because it basically allows you to know when we make a new video. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.